type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
D.G.I.F.
Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit.
It defaults to this weird microphone and this weird camera shit. Anyway, welcome back, nieces and nephews, to Be Streaming. It's your favorite that ain't no punk on this fine Friday, T.G.I.F. It's when y'all get off work, whatever time y'all get off work, it's the start of y'all weekend. Some people, unfortunately, work on the weekend. That's one thing I liked about the military. You work Monday through Friday when you were in America, of course. You pretty much had the weekends off unless you had duty, some kind of duty like staff duty. I'll explain. Listen, before we get to the show, last night I felt insulted. No, before we even get into that, let me do some admin stuff, and then we're going to run it all down. So, first of all, I just want to say,
what's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
Please hit my Cash App at UncB Streaming or the Ko-fi link pinned to the top of the chat.
So I got that out the way. But yeah, so last night I was on a panel with my boy DJ Wish Doctor over there on Not for Humans. And it was loosely insinuated that a lot of us other people on the panel, not by DJ Wish Doctor, but by my oldest, who I'm cool with. I can be cool with somebody without agreeing with everything they say or even liking everything they say, because if I only can fuck with you when I agree with everything you say and like everything you say, I'm not a real friend. And if everything you say I like or agree with, that means you probably a fake motherfucker. So I respect realness even when it's something that I don't like or agree with. But last night we was on DJ Wish Doctor panel, and John Galt was rambling about his disdain for black people in the blacks, in the fat black bull mammies, and how he take advantage of people that's impoverished or fresh out of jail or on drugs or made a bunch of bad decisions, and how he lorded over them with his rooms and stuff that he rent them and all that. And how since they got no other choice, that he's like the God sent to them, and he's such an awesome person because without him they'll be on the streets. And he brag and boast about it, and for hours, and the shit get old and people get tired of hearing about it. But then Otis went on to insinuate that, well, won't y'all talk about something? Don't y'all got something to talk about? As if people ain't content creators. I got shit to talk about. I fucking do solo shows. And for the people that do watch it, they usually always tell me they was entertained and found it interesting. So, and then it's also like, another goofy person had the audacity to insinuate as if I like to argue, and everybody know I'm one of the main people that lead panels when someone trying to argue with me. And I don't even have panels on my show because I don't like to argue. If I like to argue, if I thought arguing was truly entertainment, if I thought it was truly entertaining, if it got my juices flowing in any kind of way, it was remotely fun to me, why the fuck don't I have panels? Make it make sense. If I don't have nothing to talk about, how do I do a show? Matter of fact, I'm one of the few people that actually got something to talk about outside of fucking arguing, outside of niggatry. You look at my shows, look at the title of my shows. I'm one of the more diverse people with one of the most diverse interests in this goddamn sector. Now, I know people with diverse interests can talk about a lot of shit, but they sometimes don't because the people only like talking about shit. So they don't do it as much as they can because, you guys to get your fucking shit going on. You guys to get your bread. But I don't have those problems of concern. I appreciate support when I get it, if I can get it. But, so I get a little more freedom to just talk about what I want, when I want, how I want. But to have the audacity to not have a channel at all and act like someone with a channel don't have anything to talk about is fucking insane. When we listen to a nigga talk about the same shit every time he come up there, the blacks this, the blacks that, all that goofy shit, right? So yeah, it was weird last night. Things got really, really weird. Niggas fighting for the attention of other men. Niggas pitting themselves against other men for the attention of other men. Niggas suggesting, niggas trying to triangulate and pit men against each other in the inches of other. It got really fucking weird. It got weird to the point where I'm really gonna have to stop messing with the panel makeup sometimes. Shit just got weird. So anyway, we're gonna talk about some stuff today. I know a lot of people have a passion for traveling. A lot of people have a dream of traveling because they got the passion but never done it. I've had an opportunity to go places, to do things that honestly, a lot of people I know personally, and especially a lot of people in my family, didn't have the opportunity to do. Like I say, of course, I've been to Iraq twice, Afghanistan twice. I lived in Korea for a year and a half. I kicked in Germany for a while. I kicked in Scotland for a while. That's not a lot of the cool international exotic places, the tourist places like Cancun or Jamaica, but everything, is an experience. And Korea I was in Korea for a year and a half, and that was a very, very unique experience for me. And I can't tell everything, but I can tell y'all about the experience, some of the stories, some of the adventures, some of the chaos, and just the overall life, over there. I'm going to Japan for my 50th birthday, which I turned 48 this year, so 2 more years. And I plan to stay there for like 10 to 12 days, and I'm really looking forward to that. I wouldn't mind going back to the Korea only because I know the lay of the land. I know how it works. I know how to navigate their subway system, which we're going to get into it later. I understand the nightlife. I understand the people, the laws, the rules, the customs, all that. Japan is an Asian country, and I know it's different, but I don't think it's super different. But I'm gonna watch some videos and do some research so I can familiarize myself with how they do things also. But I'm not going back to Korea, going to Japan in 2 years, but I have been in Korea for a year and a half. Now, I came up for orders in Korea. By orders, that mean I was stationed in Killeen, Texas. I got some paperwork came down that say, "Hey, Sergeant, and such date, you shipping off to Korea." I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because, wife, kids, all that. So the first time I got the orders, I denied them. Because in the military, it's this thing where you can deny orders one time. You pretty much be like, nah, I'm not going that. And they have to accept that. But you can only do it one time in your fucking career. But being the assholes they are, they accepted my denial. Then 7-8 months later, bada bing, bada boom, Korea pops the fuck back. I was a lot younger and a lot more closed-minded and a more simple, basic dude back then. If I had any kind of the mind that I have now, but I would accept Korea that first time immediately, right? But live and you learn. So you go to Korea, you can bring your family, but you got to do like 3 years, some shit like that. You go by yourself, you do 1 year. And I wasn't trying to stay over there that long. Plus, my wife had some other things going on in the States and stuff. She did come over there and kick it in Korea with me for a whole month, but we might get into that later. So I denied the orders. 7 months later, they popped them shits back on me. Bada beam, bada boom, like that. Your boy Unc had to go to Korea. I don't know if any of y'all ever took international flights, but them shits are nice as fuck. In the Korean airline I was on, it was one. I know they have a lot of that now, but this was in 2007. So it's my first time seeing, a lot of planes when you have long flights had TVs you can look at in the hallway in the middle. But in this, everybody had their own individual TV that was set in the back seat of the nigga in front of you. And it had like all kinds of movie shows, streaming services. It was all hooked the fuck up. And it had a little controller you can switch shit with. But it also had video games on it. And you turn that controller, the controller be like, you have to control it like this way. But you turn it like this, and you can play the video games on the screen. And they were serving real meals. Because you own there so long, the flight was like 15 hours or some shit. So I was just sleeping, and I could smell the food. I wake up and eat, watch a little sun, go back to sleep. I get motion sickness and stuff, and I take Dramamine, and that shit make you not drowsy. So I sleep a lot of the flights when I fly, right? So let me get my cup of coffee real quick. So I was on the flight. Long story medium. The flight was really nice. The meals they were serving were really good and real fucking meals, steak and potatoes type shit. And it was real comfortable, smooth flight. I went to Korea in January of the year I went, and when I got there, it was snowed the fuck out. Like, at being a person from Louisiana that was stationed in Texas, I saw a level of snow that I never seen before, just white as far as the eyes can see type snow. And it was beautiful as fuck. So you get there, I didn't need like a passport or a visa or none of that shit because I had my orders from the military. So I go to the airport, they stamp everything off, go through all the stuff. Bam. I'm a little black dude from Louisiana. I'm in motherfucking Korea. Like, wow, right? May says, the Korean air commercials had me captivated. The stewardess uniforms are gorgeous. I see Korea air flight attendants when I'm abroad mostly. Yeah, I remember they were nice. And the people in general were nice there. But we're gonna get all into that as I as my career experience goes on. So as y'all know, as I said, I didn't even want to go to Korea. So I came in angry. Candy cane, you know I can't read that shit. I don't speak any Hangul. Aside for anya aseyo kasamida. Yeah, I know anya aseyo kasamida. I used to know a little more stuff when I was there, but I don't use it, so I lost it. So when I first got there, I was still angry because I had to leave my family. I was a typical American, just closed-minded and shit. You know, thinking America the best place to be. And just a country nigga from Louisiana, not open-minded and willing to embrace other cultures and shit. So I got there. I got to my unit, my military unit. They gave me my barracks room, assigned me my job and position and shit. And for the first couple of months, I barely went anywhere. I didn't go out. I was in my room, written movies and shit, playing video games, didn't leave off posts. I was like, I just wasn't fucking with it. Right? I wasn't being experimental and trying any other foods. Just typical American, like, elitist bullshit. Wasted those 3 months, right? Once I started, opening up, talking to people more, getting out my fucking feelings, my emo ass feelings, that's when I started realizing how awesome Korea was and started exploring. Let me tell y'all something. At first, I didn't like kimchi. It's an acquired taste. But now, I love that shit. Kimchi is this little spicy cabbage combination stuff they make over there. I don't know how they make it. And I don't know what make it taste like that. All I know is that the shit is delicious. And I started trying all kinds of other stuff. That's the first time, my first experience with Korean barbecue, where where you cook the shit yourself and the stuff in front of you and they bring you out all the shit. My first experience with Korean barbecue was in Korea. So it was authentic. It was good as shit too. My first experience with soju, which is pretty much the Korean version of sake. It's a rice wine. That shit gets you right. May says, my dad was stationed in Korea for 3 to 4 years, and he came back as a converted Black Korean. Took on the culture. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Candy says 30% of my diet is Korean. If it is, then you're probably eating a lot more healthy than the average American. I have actually made kimchi before. What makes it spicy? What's the red stuff on kimchi? What's that red stuff? Yeah, I heard it stink because you kind of gotta let it sit and marinate and shit. Yo, them Korean short ribs is fire. And I eat bulgogi to this day. I eat all that shit to this day. And I understand what happened to your dad. I didn't take on the culture, but I took on the dietary culture. Like before I went to Korea, I was the kind of Black person that wasn't eating no sushi because I don't eat no raw fish. Now I know Japan is what sushi mostly known for, but they have it in Korea too, obviously. But I was a American food only for the most part type guy. The only foreign food I ate before I came to Korea was Mexican food. And that was only from Taco Bell, which a bunch of Mexicans would say is not real Mexican food. So, anyway, I was in my fifis about being in Korea. And I got out my feelings and actually started exploring the countryside. And that's when I found out that, listen, Koreans party. Koreans party. And back then, it was 2007. That song, Party Like a Rock Star, Party Like a Rock Star, Party Like a Rock Star, totally do. Dun, 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 dun. That shit was out. Soldier Boy, the Soldier Boy, you know, Superman, that whole, like, you, the Soldier Boy up in this hole, pop that shit, whatever. That shit was out. What's that song? Where you used to rock like this and shit. On swag, on surfing, all that shit was out. So it was party time. Like I said, it was in 2007, so I was significantly younger. And out there, Korea, I was cooped up in my room for the first 3 months. Man, and I met some people, and I started walking out, going out. And that's when I noticed, like, outside of the post, they had something called the Ville. It's short for village. And you go out there, they got all kinds of little bars and shops and shit. Then I went to a city called Ite. I don't want to pronounce it. Itaewon or some shit. Itaewon. I don't know. I got some videos coming up to show y'all all the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And they had all these markets and shit. And let me tell you something. We all know a lot of the stuff we wear made in China, made in Korea anyway, made by these little Asian people. Even something came out recently, not too long ago, that the stuff that we thought were knockoffs was really the same shit that they were selling for big money. None wasn't different. And vice versa, right? So in Korea, you can get any team football jersey looking like the $120 ones that they sell professional for 30, 40. Any pair of Jordans, 50, 60. Bathing Apes was cracking in, 25, 30. Ed Hardy was cracking in. The shirts was 20, the pants was 40. In real life, all that shit was $100 and some, $300. Red Monkey, any of the most designer style shit that was cracking back then, you can get in Korea for a fourth or fifth of the fucking price. Authentic looking as fuck. So when I was in Korea, I was clean as fuck. But not only that, I was buying clothes periodically in bulk and sending them shits back home. So I can be clean as fuck when I got back home. I remember one time I needed a suit for something. And I wanted an Armani suit. I took it to the little Korean lady, showed her the suit in the GQ magazine. She measured me up, told me to come back in like a week or two. And I had a suit with Armani tags on the inside, all over the place. Armani buttons. It was just an Armani suit. I paid under $200 for it. Bootleg movies. Chris copy. They ain't got the same copyright laws over here and shit. They weren't doing that film in the theater shit. That was in 2007, the burnt CD days. They had shit soon as it came out. See what I'm saying? May says her dad was sending back Reebok, Gucci, Fendi, all kinds of sportswear and luggage. Facts. I'm telling you, that Korean black market, underground, bootleg shit, and I bet it was nice as fuck. Yo, you listen. Nigga, I was out here cleaning in your favorite rapper. So yeah, you walk through the Ville, they got all these markets and stores and food and shit. So it was a fucking experience. So, you know how I like to do. I like to talk about it, but I also like to try to attempt to give some visuals if I can find some. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got this guy right here. He says, I did high quality shopping at a giant flea market in Seoul, Korea. Yeah, I've been there. That's where Itaewon is. That place I was talking about. Let's check it out, see what this brother talking about.
I hate doing is clothes shopping. I hate going to the mall. One thing I absolutely hate doing is clothes shopping. I hate going to the mall. I hate going to stores to look for clothes. There are too many options and I'm a very indecisive person when it.
Nah, we ain't got H Mart. I never even heard of H Mart. Only Mart, I heard of Kmart and Walmart. That's it. No H Mart.
It comes to picking out what kind of clothes I like. But actually the thing I hate the most about going shopping for clothes is the price. I hate buying new clothes at super expensive prices only to be tired of them a week or two after I buy them. My friend told me about a flea market located here in Seoul that has some wonderful clothes and other accessories that I can try out at very cheap prices, so I don't need to go to the mall. And spend all of my hard.
How that guy just flew by that vehicle? Yes, that's how they drive in Korea. Them motherfuckers drive like goddamn Mario Kart. They drive like Mario Kart, and I'm not even remotely fucking exaggerating. We definitely got like, well, out here, in Dallas, yeah, we got like Asian fucking districts and like Asian shopping centers. Now that where like all kinds of restaurants and fucking shit and stores and arcades that's Asian and a big grocery store in it. That's where I got I think I took it out of here. But I got several sake sets with the little sake cup and the little thing you put the sake in and the little dish that it sit in and all that kind of shit. And then I get sake and different noodles and different desserts and snacks. The Korean desserts and snacks, I like them better because they make their snacks and stuff a lot less sweeter than in America. Like if you get a birthday cake or a cake from Korea, it's gonna be creamy and smooth and not as like tooth achingly sweet. And their soda don't taste the same either. But I prefer the taste of shit over there. I think actually a lot of the fucked up ingredients that make us fat and sick over here, not in that stuff, and it tastes different. Now it took a while for me to like and appreciate that different of taste because my taste buds was corrupted with the fuckery that's in our food. Let's check out this guy shopping. I don't know what kind of stuff he's gonna be buying, but let's see.
Earn money on fancy new clothes. So I'm gonna go to Dongmyo Flea Market to do some window shopping and maybe buy a new sweater, possibly a new hat. I know you guys are tired of seeing you wear this hat all the time. Wow, so I've made it here to Dongmyo Flea Market, and the first thing that I can say is that there are so many people out here selling things and buying stuff. I know that Seoul is a very densely populated city, but sheesh, there are like so many people out here. It's crazy. And from what I can see, you can buy all kinds of stuff. Actually, I don't even know where I should start to look for anything that I want. Just keep following the people down the street and eventually, yeah, you too. USA. Oh, okay, cool. I lived in Georgia for 22 years.
Oh, so you're 22 years old?
No, I'm 40. I wish. Okay, we found a place here that sells hats. Francois probably should buy a new hat because the dusty one I have on my head is probably out of style or out of date. Actually, it doesn't matter about my hat as long as I like it, right? That's the most.
Literally how it be, like straight swap meet, bazaar, whatever you want to call it, just lined up on the fucking streets, yo. And I'm telling you, they had all the movies, burnt to DVDs, all the animes. You get like 3 movies for $9, 3 movies for $10, so 6 movies for $20. They give you little deals and shit like that. Fucking, and that's like I said, shit that's in the States in the theater, like new hot shit. They can fucking crack your Xbox to where you can play burnt video games and buy the video games for $5 and play them on your Xbox. It was sweet deals, man. Sweet deals.
That's the important thing. Seriously, they have so many different hats.
요거는 5,000원.
5,000원?
예.
5,000원.
예. 나머지 10,000원. 10,000원.
10,000원, 10,000원. 아, 알겠습니다.
Like 5,001 is, I think, under $5 or something. I don't know what the one to is now, the conversion. But let's see real quick. Often, sometimes, depending on what city I was kicking it in, I used to always, and this is something I recommend anyway, before you go out, before you go kick it, go to a conversion place. They got conversion places all over. and you can convert your you give them $100 and then they give you back some won. Because when you're doing your transactions, it's just easier to cover yourself that way. So I just found that more right now 5,000 US won is 5,000 won is $3 US. So that hat he was finna pay for is 3.4 US. So that's why I used to convert my money to won, because it just felt like you got more bang for your buck. You give them $100, converted to won, you get like just you just feel like you just know, you don't even feel like your money just stretch a little longer, and the stuff is already cheap and shit.
It comes on me, dog. Wow. So many things, and you can even
Told you that's all I know. Casamida. And 안녕하세요.
get some of these fake watches and some wallets here as well. Actually, I don't know if I should say they're fake watches. They're watches, but maybe they're not, I guess, name brand is what I want to say. Okay, this place is just...
No, they name brand. They might not be real, but they might be real. They are real. They come out to find out later on they were real.
Immense. Oh my goodness. Look at all of these people. All of these things that you can come here and buy. Wow. I actually don't know very much about Donggyeol Market. I heard that a lot of celebrities come here to, do some shootings and stuff, but yeah, I don't see like any celebrities today, but what I do see is that there are a lot of foreigners here. So I think this is like one of the hot spots, tourist hot spots here in Seoul. I mean, there are just so many clothes here. Like definitely if you're looking to buy clothes at discounted prices, you should come here. And remember,
believe it or not, in Korea, it's a lot of Nigerians there because Nigerians are hustlers and they go where the money go. And that's where you can get a lot of good urban clothes and your Jordans and shit. My Jordans and the urban clothes, I usually got from the Nigerians. Also, the Nigerians being there really helped you when you wanted to be up to no good. But I'm going to discuss that later when I go into my segment about Korean nightlife.
these clothes and these shoes, I heard that they're like secondhand, but a lot of these shoes and clothes actually look like they're brand new. So maybe this could be an alternative to going to an alternative to going to the malls to buy your clothes. Just come here. Okay, this area here is more calm because it's like in the back, in the shadows. But nope, there's still a lot of people walking down that street over there. So, man, I don't know. Maybe we should start down there and then work our way back inside. But what I do like are all of the clothes in this area are like situated against this wall, this ancient wall. So it's like you can have a bit of modernity and history at the same time. Okay, this place looks like the IT store. Looks like it has everything on the inside. Korean, traditional clothes, and modern clothes. Let's take a look. As soon as you walk in, all types of shoes. These are definitely secondhand. The thing about this place is that it feels warm in here. It's so cold outside. Wow. Oh, there's a handsome guy right there. Whoa. Okay, they got hanbok over here on the walls. So maybe when you come to Korea and you want to buy hanbok to take back with you, instead of going to like the really touristy areas like in the center of Seoul, like Gyeongbokgung, that area, you can just come here and like buy some cool classic hanbok. They got jerseys in here, they got sweatpants, and all of these, well, not all of them, but like this rack here says what, Mano Chan won? The Mano Chan is like 15,000, then Iman won is 20,000, Iman won, and this is Saman won, 30,000. These are definitely at discounted prices, much more discounted than you would find in other places, like department stores and such. I'm pretty sure if you put on like these sweatshirts, or excuse me, these sweatpants, like no one could really tell the difference between like this and Nike. And then it's getting really cold and it's windy in Korea. 30,000 won for one of these Nike coats. You don't even need the Nike. You just get it because it's got this wind-breaking material on the outside. And guys, let me know like in the comment section if there's any like special history about Dongmyo Market, or if celebrities come here and do their thing. Like I'm really interested.
30,000 won, $20. 30,000 won is $20 fucking people. $20 for a Nike jacket. We had another person that was doing some shopping. She's doing designer dupe shopping. Let's see what she's talking about.
What's up, YouTube? I am back with another video. I don't think I've been on YouTube for like 2 years, but a little update. I have moved to South Korea, and today we're going to do a shopping haul for bag dupes. If you are new to my channel, or if you're new to my channel and you want to see more Korean content, stay tuned for this video, and also follow me because we need to get the blog.
And follow her ASAP because I definitely want to check out more of her stuff.
Started. I just need to be consistent with YouTube, which I've literally never been. So let's figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. So anyway, let's get started with the first bag that I got here in South Korea. It is a Louis Vuitton.
Look at that. Look at that Louis. What we talking about here, people? And tell you, on the inside, it's all laced out. It's gonna have the tags. It's gonna have everything.
Look at that. The detail on this bag. This is genuine leather, and it just has the Louis Vuitton print on it. It did come with the crossbody strap. I've already been wearing this bag. I bought it and wore it the next day in Myeongdong. So basically in South Korea, Myeongdong is the shopping district. That's where you're gonna get all your reals and all of your fakes. If you are in Myeongdong and you're looking for bags, it's not the easiest thing to find, but it's the easiest thing to find. I can't tell you exactly how to find them because, they'd be like, shh. But just go to Myeongdong and look around and just start talking to some of the Koreans and you'll figure out where to find your bags, okay? So the next bag that I have is another Louis Vuitton. This one came with a box and a dust bag. I'm gonna just say the dust bag is definitely giving fake. This one, honestly, out of all the bags that I got, I think is the one that probably looks the fakest. I looked this bag up after I bought it, and I was just like, ooh, it's kind of fake, but I'm gonna still wear it. So this is the bag that I got, and I'll show you in a minute why I feel like it just looks a little fake. So if you can see, the stitching on this bag is it's just not giving like something Louis would do. It's not perfect stitching, I mean, otherwise the bag is pretty.
Now she's not lying. From my experience, all knockoffs is not created equal, just like all quote unquote real products aren't created equal, right? So you don't just buy the first thing you grab. At least give it a general inspection of, you know, the sewing patterns and things like that.
Nice. I think when I looked up the bag too, the buckles, like these things were different. Like it had the LV on this instead of having Louis Vuitton written out. So when you go shop for these bags, my advice to you would just be to look it up while you're there.
But if you rocking this in the States, I used to send some of these back too. They was, listen, ain't deep. You think most niggas really gonna know? Think motherfuckers really gonna know?
Just kind of look at the details on the bag while you're there. I mean, I'm still gonna wear this, but it's not exactly the same as the real one. Also, what's different on this bag, the logo is a bit bigger on the real one and the tag is a bit bigger on the real one. I also noticed that this tag kind of bulks out, which it probably wouldn't do on a real Louis Vuitton. So just make sure that you are, you know, checking the quality and checking everything. Otherwise, I mean, it's a pretty good bag. It is great quality, but I wouldn't have bought it had I researched this one beforehand. So the next bag, I think this is my favorite purchase. This is a Chanel. It came with a little dust bag.
I don't like Chanel bags because I don't like Chanel. No. Y'all know how I feel about Chanel. So just hearing the name, hearing her say my Chanel bag, just really just made me just acid reflux, a little throw up in my mouth.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Well, let's get a look at this one more bag. Then we're gonna move on to some other stuff.
Bag is definitely giving fake. I don't have a Chanel in my closet yet, but I just don't think that the dust bag would look this cheap. Otherwise, I think this is perfect. Like, the quality on this, I really wish that you all could feel the quality on this leather. The quality is just absolutely perfect. There's the inside. I feel like I'm breathing hard, sorry. I've been in Korea for a couple of months and I'm just being a fat girl, okay? But this bag, this bag, I can't wait to pair a little outfit with this. My clothes aren't in from the States yet, but they're coming in this week and I can't wait.
It is a cute bag. I think I bought my wife one of very, very similar color at one point from Dillard's or some shit.
So this is the Chanel, that's my favorite one. And then we're gonna get to the Dior. The Dior came in a box that says Dior, and this is the Dior lady bag.
See, my problem with her, I wish she was telling us what she paying for this shit. We want to, because the great thing about knockoffs is knowing how much money you fucking saving. Let's see what this guy got going on. But like I say, I done a lot of things in Korea, and I've been on this one particular long because this is one of a major pro for being over there. First of all, I like the dress. I like the nut lights. I be casual online, but when I go out, I probably put that shit on. And especially back then when I was a lot younger and partying more, I definitely had to put that shit on. And if you're a person into fashion and clothes, going to a place where you was getting high quality shit or all the name brands at a 4/5 or 1/6 of the price, it was like fucking paradise. What is this? Did that motherfucker just say, oh, Yeezys? Yeezys? That's what's up.
Malls. This side of the Turkey again. One of the wow! I just ran into the fake market around Dongdaemun. So if you want to find this spot, it's kind of like on the other side of the malls. Yeah, I'm kind of early, so they kind of like setting everything up right now. So yeah, I think if you come here around, it's a night market. So about 11 or 12 o'clock, I think they'll be like ready to go. Because they just look. Woo! It's like kind of, yeah, they're setting everything up right now. So I came kind of early. So if you want to find this spot, it's right here. You follow that latte fit in, and it's right here on the corner. You see all these tents? All these tents? Once you see all the yellow tents, yeah.
See, one thing, that's how he said the market starts at 11, 12 o'clock at night. That's one thing that was problematic. Because if you didn't know, you're about to know that when soldiers were in Korea, American soldiers had a curfew. Yeah. It was like 12 o'clock on a weekday and like 1 a.m. on the weekend or some shit like that. That you had to be back on post or in a hotel room somewhere or inside something. We learned, so a lot of times, which was cool with me, on the weekend in Korea, the party started early. We was day partying before day partying was a thing in 2007 when we was in Korea. Because the night ended at 1 on the weekend. So we'll start partying at 5, 6, 7, 8, shit like that. The clubs was jumping. But I learned a way around that. But yeah, the markets are opening at 11, 12 at night. Pretty much, we couldn't come to these kind. But like you saw the other videos, they had shit open all through the day. They weren't trying to miss out on that military money.
Yeah, that's the fake market. They're selling everything from Yeezys to fake Louis to Gucci, anything you want. The Korean one. Let me go try to find some bargains for you guys. Found some easy.
Motherfucker got Gucci, Louis, Prada all over the goddamn place. Oh shit. So y'all get the gist of that for right now. So Korea was outstanding for shopping, purses, shoes, shirts, pants, anything name brand you can think of. You can put in custom orders and all kinds of shit. And it was real quality to really top tier real quality, all the way to like real enough to nobody can't tell quality. And occasionally you run across some things that's bad, but you never fucking know. So you definitely gotta look. But overall, I was quite pleased. I was quite pleased with the quality of shit, right? So in Korea, right, it's a peninsula. And it's not that big. But it has a whole lot of people. And they build their apartments up really, really high, by the way. Like, if the elevator go out in some of the apartments there, you fucking fucked. Not even joking. Because you got to consolidate land. Because, you know, it's just it's a peninsula. One thing I like about Korea is that they have an extensive subway system. Their subway system gets you around the whole fucking country. Except for one particular place. And that place is called Jeju Island. And I went there once and it was fucking amazing. But we're going to get into that later. So, I didn't want to go to Korea. I was in my room pouting like a little bitch. And I finally stepped out and then I started enjoying the shopping experience and seeing, as a person that liked to dress, seeing that I can get all these nice clothes at a good price and shit. And then once I, you know, started going outside, interacting with the people, like, see, in America, a lot of the Koreans sometimes often be over here, they be rude. They be rude. And I don't know why. So I had this thing stuck in my mind that Koreans were rude. But once I started going over there and interacting with them, they're very polite, very kind. And I would go far as to say more kind, open, and accommodating than a whole bunch of motherfuckers that look like me would be towards me. They embrace you, welcome you in, happy to see you, happy to talk to you. And I'm not talking just about the people who you just trying to buy shit from. It been times, I mean, one time me and my homeboy was walking. So some old Korean dudes were sitting over there talking. They said, hey. They call us over, barely could speak any English. They had to gesture. Pretty much, we end up just kicking it and drinking with two Korean older dudes, talking and laughing, and we could barely understand each other. But it didn't matter because we were men and we were sharing drinks, and breaking bread and sharing drinks with a man is bonding and a sign of respect. Like, we couldn't turn the drinks down because that's disrespect. Man, it was a really fucking fun time. We had a few drinks, talking, laughing, breaking English. They asked a question, we asking them questions. It was just some real like cool kicking it shit, and we it was dope. And I had like a lot of experiences like that in Korea. So, like I said, I started embracing the shopping, which allowed me to interact more with the people and see that they wasn't what I thought they were. And that led to me, while I'm out shopping, I get hungry. Cause like I said, I was an American food only dude, right? But I'm out shopping, walking the streets of Korea, shopping, kicking it. Stomach started growling. So I had to start trying some shit. So that's when I started embracing Korean cuisine. And since I was walking the street shopping, I started running into street food. And let me tell you, they be out there hooking it up. And if you don't fucking believe me, check it the fuck out. Man, that shit looked so fucking delicious. They had this one quick thing that I fell in love with called chicken on a stick. It's pretty much that chicken right there. It's stuck on a shish kebab. It'd be a little like an old lady outside, what they called her? Ajima, maybe? Out there cooking it. They sell like 2 for $3 and shit. It's really good. It's delicious, especially after leaving the club drunk or whatever, and you get your chicken on a stick. Listen, let's just check it out, man, a little bit. For all the foodies out there, this is finna be a good time. There go my shit. There go my shit. Chicken on a motherfucking stick, nigga. That shit was so good. Yo, listen, next time I barbecue, I'm gonna figure out a way to introduce. My wife had it because she came in Korea and stayed there for a whole month with me. I'm gonna have to introduce my kids to chicken on a stick. Well, I have to make sure I figure out a way to make it Korean style, but we'll see. Because it did have a little extra stain. You can just take the chicken and put it on the grill. It's flavors. That boy out there grilling lobsters on the street. Oh, Lord. That boy out there grilling lobsters. Man, listen. I'm getting hungry just watching this shit. If you ever go to Korea and you want to go somewhere and kick it and be around a lot of great stuff and in a big city life, you want to start out, go to Seoul. You can branch out to other places, but get your hotel, whatever, in Seoul. And it's like their version of New York down there. And then if you want to branch out, you can always catch the subway and go other places. And I'm gonna explain the subway system to y'all. It took me a little bit to learn it, but it can get you over the whole peninsula. It's one of the most cleanest and organized subway systems in the fucking planet, and it's dope as fuck. Having such flashbacks right now. I'm starting to realize that I kind of miss Korea. But like Japan is my next international trip, and it's gonna be similar but different, and I'm really looking forward to it because I love Japanese cuisine and culture and architecture. But I ain't gonna lie, considering adjusting my Korea trip, my Japan trip to a Korea trip, because I know the lay of the land. I know where to go, how shit goes. I understand how they move the system and all that. I don't need no tour guide. I won't need nothing. There's no learning curve or no shit if I go to Korea.
Okay.
So yeah, like as you see, they fucking out there really cooking it up. So we used to be like just shopping, walking around, sometimes drunk, testing shit, trying shit, just diversifying my food portfolio per se. And like I said, you know, I'm a black man from Louisiana. I never ate fried squid before. By the way, in Korea, in their theater, you know how in their theaters, their movie theaters, you know how we had popcorn and all our little theater snacks. You can go to Korea and get something like dried squid or fried squid. I can't remember what it was, but they served that shit at the theater, and then in squid, and it was dried or fried or something. And people, they used to eat that shit like popcorn. Of course, I tried it, and it was an outstanding experience. And if you into international cuisine, you really, really, really shouldn't miss the experience for going to one of these kind of markets. For real. It looks like steak, and he's cooking it rare. I like mine medium rare. I don't like it that red inside, but I can tolerate it that way. I ain't even a toleration thing. I can eat it that way, no problem. But I prefer medium rare, not rare. Okay, he put it back in the heat. He putting some more heat on it. So he's getting it probably to medium rare now. Actually, he might have got it to medium, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, yo, that grilled lobster looks fucking top tier, fucking amazing, yo. So we went out. I was stuck in my room, being a loser. Finally got some people to take me outside, and I embraced the shopping. While I was outside, I started smelling all this delicious food and embracing the food. And I started seeing how nice, polite the people are and how they wasn't what I thought they were. So I'm like, okay, you know, maybe Korea's not that bad at all. So I got fucking nice ass clothes. I got a full fucking belly. I think the people nice. So the next logical step is to check out the motherfucking clubs. Check out the nightlife. Right? You know, it was 2007. What? I'm 47 now. 2007 was pretty much almost, yeah, I was young as fuck. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I was in my late 20s. Time to go check out the nightlife. So I got clean clothes, good food. I opened my mind up to realize the people ain't rude like I thought. How some of the in the new Korean stores in the hood people be rude. They're welcome, they're open. Let's see how these motherfuckers party. Because back then I used to party like a motherfucking rock star. And I want to see what's going on. So I was like, okay, Korea's not that bad. We outside. Let's see what's cracking. let's figure out this nightlife situation. Because when you go to any city, you got to figure out the nightlife situation and how they do things. So, of course, obviously, you got to do that shit when you go to a country. You got to know the rules, the regulations, and how shit go down. You got to find the spots, and you got to find the spots that you can go to, and that's welcome to for Americans and stuff like that. You know, you got to survey the land, do a recon, and have an understanding of things. We had these people called Katusas. Those Korean soldiers that used to work directly with us. Shout out to those guys. They really came in handy when it come to like getting suggestions and advice of the do's and don'ts and the wheres and the where nots to go and all that kind of shit. So shout out to all my Korean soldiers that work directly with U.S. soldiers and you know, take us under y'all wing when navigating y'all country. Salute to y'all. Greatly appreciate it. There was some real cool, there was some funny ass dudes too, by the way.
Specifically Hongdae and Itaewon. Now this is our first time in Korea, and I can confirm Koreans party even harder than they work, like partying until the next morning, until like 12 p.m. So the first day we spent...
That's a fact. Korea was one of the first times I partied until the goddamn sun came up. But like I said, we had a curfew. But I'm gonna explain the way we worked around that shit. Yes, I'm a Justin Bieber fan. That's one of my old ringtones. I brought it back.
Here in Itaewon. Our first stop was this popular bar. It's called Thursday Party. Apparently a lot of people like to go there, like a lot of foreigners like to go there, and a lot of Korean locals like to go there to mingle with foreigners. Now we're just walking through the streets, and around this time is about 10:30 p.m. Pretty good number of...
Those are kind of like, if I go back, I'm gonna go look for that place. What it said, Thursday Bar. They're the kind of place you want to go to where a lot of Koreans like to mingle with foreigners, so you welcome there. They there to see you, you there to can't kick it with them. They ain't looking at you like, why you here? And because you know, racism and xenophobia and all that shit is everywhere. It's not gonna be like the younger people that's partying. You really ain't gotta worry about that. And I was like saying my late 20s then, and I'm pretty sure it's still like that. Because it's like that here. The younger people are a little less racist overall than the older people. But in Korea, you want to find places like this that where you know, is more open to foreigners and shit to kick it.
Crowd, and it seemed like a lot of people were actually pretty drunk at this time, which is early. Here in Itaewon, I think that there were a lot of locals. I don't think that foreigners there dominated the presence. Now, in terms of the ratio of men to women, I would say it's pretty fair, but I think there might be like 55% men, maybe 45% women. But in my experience, it did seem a little bit hard to just approach Korean locals and their groups. Now, I think this place was actually the best. The drinks were not that expensive. I think it was around $10, which is honestly pretty fair. And also, when you're in Korea, you're gonna notice a lot of photo booths. Now, these are extremely popular here. You'll see one like every 5 minutes. I definitely recommend doing that. Next, we went to this underground bar. I think this was very good. Actually, the music was really good. I like how dark it was, so no one's really judging you. You're just there to enjoy the music. So yeah.
Went to one of those before, underground bar, club, whatever you want to call it. Walked down those stairs, and it was like walking into another fucking world. It was like that party on Blade where that music in Blade. Let me see if I can find the clip. Because that's one of my favorite clips, actually. Man, Wesley Snipes really killed that shit, man. But it was like that kind of energy, man. It was just it was fucking lit. It was fucking lit, man. I probably ain't gonna be able to find it. Yeah, they always show the scene. The scenes I'm showing starts at the fighting part, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Blade, I don't know what to do for you. Yeah, I don't know what to do for you. Go check it out. Go check out the first Blade and the second Blade. But the third Blade, don't even waste your fucking time, because it was trash. But when I walked down those dark stairs into that underground basement type club in Korea, I walked into another world, and I was feeling like this type of energy for real. And it was lit. That guy was looking around like, where the fuck am I? It was like that. I swear. He was like, now no blood came out the ceiling, but it was just dark and motherfucker was just in there. And it was like, where the fuck am I? Like I say, I'm a nigga from Louisiana. Clubs closed at 2 o'clock. I walked into this club at 2 o'clock. And it was like I say, you walk downstairs and it's like in the basement of a building. Listen, it was dark as fuck, and it was big as fuck in there. Y'all ever been to a phone party? Those shits be lit too. You gotta come ready to get your clothes kind of jammed up, but it's a good time.
Nobody's really judging you. You're just there to enjoy the music. But I like how dark it was. I recommend doing that. Next, we went to this underground bar. I think this was very good. Actually, the music was really good. I like how dark it was. Nobody's really judging you. You're just there to enjoy the music. So yeah, that pretty much covers day one of Itaewon. We spent about maybe 3 hours there. We didn't go too crazy hard.
He's not even exaggerating. They do dark clubs. I like it that way.
So now this is the next morning. Even though this is not really nightlife related, I would highly recommend stopping by a PC Bang, which Korea is most popular for. This place was absolutely sick. You can order like snacks, you can order drinks, and yeah, it was just very comfortable, very premium experience. Now after this, we took the subway and we have arrived at Hongdae.
Yeah, they do definitely have like gaming bars where you can sit in there and rent time and play. Like back in the day, I think people were playing a lot of StarCraft and World of Warcraft, and you rent the little thing and people just be sitting there doing a bunch of, top tier online gaming, because they didn't have the internet and the PC capacity themselves at the time. And you like rent out little booths, and it's huge, like little gaming lounges and centers.
Now this place is absolutely huge. I'd say it's like 2 or 3 times bigger than Itaewon. At least that's what it felt like. So Hongdae, it starts off with like a kind of street food market kind of shopping vibe, kind of like Myeongdong Market if you've ever been there. It's basically a huge road with street food and shopping, and they had a lot of street performances, like these K-pop performances, people singing. I thought that was pretty cool, and there was a huge crowd.
By the way, Aunt love K-pop. Like BTS coming to Dallas, and I might see if my daughter want to go see it. Just so I can go see it, because I like that song Butter and several other songs they got. You know that song, Smooth Like Butter. Anyway, I like K-pop. Like I said, I spent a year and a half in Korea, and I love K-pop. Can't help it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So the more and more we walked, the more shops we see. Not only are there a lot of photo booths, but there are also a lot of these arcade games. They're very popular there. I feel like Korea has so many like cute little things to do, or cute activities, cute shops. These things were pretty fun. Can get that thrill and excitement, and then you reach the impending disappointment when you don't win. It is what it is though. Now there was this machine. This was my first time ever doing it. And I was pissed. I had almost reached first place. Now we are getting deeper and deeper into the nightlife area of...
I love, and you can quote me on this, I love the Korean barbecue experience. You know, I take my wife, I take my kids, me and her go sometimes, the whole family go. I always do all the cooking because I don't mind it. I don't like cooking in general, but I love barbecuing. And I know it's not the same kind of barbecue and it's like the house, but I love Korean barbecue because I actually like doing stuff for my wife and serving my kids and stuff like that. And it brings me pleasure to do that. So Korean barbecue is one of the times where I not only get good food, I also get to, you know, take care of everybody and do the cooking and all that kind of shit. So it's pretty dope experience. If you never went to a traditional Korean barbecue type place, check it out. They do it's all you can eat a lot of times. Now you might have to pay extra for some of the specialty meats, but they have such a nice the birth rate is low, honestly, because of extreme feminism. They was the one that started that 4H stuff that didn't work out well for them, where they was trying to decenter men and all that weird shit. It's extreme. Korea had called an extreme feminism wave, and yeah. Plus, a lot of people, it's really bad in Japan. Like Japan birth rate so low, they down there paying people to come over there and knock up Japanese women. A lot of they're already kind of prudish over there, and a lot of the people just, you know, focus on career and money and get into gaming and fucking AI girl. It's weird. They got places in Korea where you can pay people to cuddle you. You can rent a girlfriend, not sexually, of course, but for company. You can rent a family. Like you want to have a family dinner and you don't have family dinner, you miss family dinner. You can rent a family to sit there and act like they're your family and y'all had dinner together and small talk. I'm not even making this shit up. If I have time, I'll show y'all the sites and shit where you can rent a family in Korea. It's actually a thing. I'm gonna show y'all a video where Kai Sanat went there, and him and Phantom, they rented rented some chicks to kick it with for the day. It was a really cool experience. Like when I go to Korea, I'm definitely gonna rent a girlfriend because prostitution illegal there. It's not that. And if you try to do that shit with them rent a girlfriend stuff, it's really just a tour guide, but instead of getting some random middle-aged dude taking you around the city, you could get a pretty cute girl that speak English, and she can show you, like, let's say your first day in the city, you just want to go around, find some couple of spots, find some clubs, ask somebody about how where to go, blah 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 blah. Rent a girlfriend for like $70 for an hour or two or some shit, American dollars, and she'll sit there, walk around with you, explain shit to you. Y'all can sit there and eat something, and it's just you getting understanding of the country. You getting a tour guide, and you getting some female energy, all for a low price. While with the tour guide in the that kind of part. But I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. It's not remotely the prostitution, but they'll tell you, like, you don't want to play. Go fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around and find out. That's all I'm gonna say. They very, very clear and concise on the website what the service is.
Hongdae. Now it's time to get serious. We have stopped by a GS25. Now the alcohol in Korea is actually very, very cheap. A soju is like $1, and then we also got this makgeolli, which is rice wine, which is about 50 cents. I actually had a friend in Bangkok. He was visiting Korea at the same time, and he was with this bar crawl group of foreigners. I think this was the best decision. It's a lot more fun going with a big group. All of these guys were cool. They're like from France, they're from like Germany, like a lot of really cool guys. I definitely recommend partnering with some foreigners in a group setting like this. It completely makes the whole night. You don't feel like alone, and you don't feel kind of ostracized that you're a foreigner and you're surrounded by Koreans. So this place, like, look at the crowd. We stopped by this like Latina club, and as you can see, it is.
Look at that, Latin clubs in Korea. That's what's up. They had mad hip hop clubs, by the way. Like Koreans and Japanese also, they love nigga culture.
Packed. So it's not really my vibe, so we decided to leave and just go ahead and get a break somewhere. Now look at these Korean guys. Look at all these Korean faces. I'm straight, but they are very attractive. I think Koreans are doing very well in that department. Like I said, we left that Latina bar. It was just too much. Now, for many of you that are interested in Korean nightlife, you might have heard of the discrimination against foreigners or about lookism. If you're a foreigner, you don't look Korean or you don't look stylish or something like that. But everywhere I went to, I saw a lot of foreigners there. I didn't see a lot of like hostility or anything, so I wouldn't worry too much. But I guess it really depends where you go. We decided, me and my girlfriend, to go to a arcade. I think these Korean nightlife places are very designed for like having a great date. Maybe you start off with eating at a restaurant, getting some Korean barbecue, getting some soju in, going to a bar, and then after you want to kind of take a break a little bit, you go to one of these arcades, and then you lose a little bit. But I think Korea's has done very good in terms of designing that whole nightlife area. There's just so much to do, so vibrant, so lively. So yeah, that was my nightlife experience in Seoul. I had a great time. Follow me on Instagram at I'm Paul Lee. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next video. This is gonna be a
like this content, so I had to like and subscribe because it was good content, clear, concise, to the point, good audio, good visuals, good communication. So let's check this one out.
But definitely one of my favorites. This is Seoul in South Korea. Let me show you why it has some of the best.
Like I said earlier, Seoul is the place to go. It's the place to fucking be. Starting off, it's like when you go to New York for your first time, I recommend going to Manhattan. I don't recommend going to Brooklyn or Harlem for your first New York trip if you don't know nobody there. You know what I'm saying? If you're going solo, that's how I feel about how Seoul is.
Nightlife in East Asia. Seoul is a massive city with 10 million people and 3 major nightlife districts: Hongdae, Itaewon, and Gangnam. However, there are some smaller areas.
I spent most of my time in Itaewon, but I have been to Hongdae too.
As well for a good night out. Most notable, Myeongdong, Uljiro, and Apgujeong. In this video, we're going to check out the best rooftop patios, cozy speakeasies, the hottest and biggest nightclubs, from the best Seoul pub crawls, excellent arcade bars, fancy cocktail bars, juicy burlesque shows, cyberpunk alleyways, to Seoul's excellent date spots, summer music festivals, and the best places to mingle with Korean locals. But also how to not get ripped off by local taxis and ensure you don't find yourself stranded in a...
Let's talk about that. That not get ripped off by local taxi stuff. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get into it more, but that is a thing. This is how they do it. Especially when you don't speak the language, obviously. As we know, taxi cabs charge you by the distance, right? Korean taxi drivers, since they know you're not from there, they will purposely take you a roundabout way to your location.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
They will purposely try to extend your route to get that meter to run more money up on you. And I'm not making this shit up, especially back in 2007. When I was there, they but the problem was, I remember one time we had a bad situation. Pretty much, we knew the route to where we were going. We even got a civilian vehicle a couple times and drove there when me and some of my other co-workers. We knew the route. Matter of fact, my homeboy was trying to give the dude the directions, like, no, you turn right here, turn right here. He acting like he don't understand and kept going straight. We was like, this motherfucker. We knew right then and there he was trying to get us. But that's a whole nother story that I either gonna get into later or save for later, because it was wild. But I just want to say, it turned to us getting chased by the police. This story about the cab driver trying to jack us, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna get back to this later. Let me run this story, man. So what had happened was, obviously I was in Korea. Me and one homeboy, Staff Sergeant Richardson, we went out to the Ville at this place that was 10, 15, 20 minutes from where we were. We were in Area 1 in a city called Wijeonbu in Korea at a military post called Camp Red Cloud. We was going to Camp Stanley that was in another city up the street around the corner type shit. We called a cab there. We were partying, kicking it, drinking, having a ball, got drunk. We were on our way back. Like I said earlier, Korea has a curfew of 12 o'clock on the weekdays. This was a weekday. You know, so we was gonna go out to 12 o'clock because we ain't had to get up to 6 something for formation. So there's plenty of sleep for people in their 20s. So we went out, had some drinks, kicked it. Okay, it was time to go back. We on the clock. So we trying to get back as fast as possible. We knew the route because we have driven there before, like I said, in civilian vehicles. So we telling the guy, yo, it's a right here. You take a right here, and it's gonna be that way. He like, yeah, acting all confused and shit. And he went straight and made the long route. My homeboy was a drunk. I was drunk too, but he was drunk, and he's an angry drunk. So I'm like, see him, he over there fuming. So he like, yo, you gonna have us late. You know what? You gonna miss us curfew. Just take us to the hotel. Take us to a hotel so we can get a room. Cause you done fucked up and trying to drive around and get extra money. Now you can't take us to this gate because we're gonna get in trouble for violating fucking curfew. Like if you violate curfew, you get in fucking trouble. So we at that point, he done took us the long route because he wouldn't fucking listen because he was trying to get the meter to run up. And this nigga had us violating curfew because he wouldn't follow the directions. If my homeboy said turn right, he was pointing. Turn right here. Turn right here. I did all that bullshit. Nigga kept straight. And then once we realized what he was doing, because we already had new niggas do this because we experienced before, we was like, yo, just take us to a hotel, motel somewhere. We're like, motel, hotel, take us, don't take us on post. But see, he wanted to take us on post because on post at the corner, they have the Korean police there. And he, wanted to make sure he got paid. But we was going to pay the man. We just didn't want to break curfew. So take us so we could get a fucking room and wake up and then just go. Because curfew was like from 12 to 6. We're going to get a room, catch some fucking sleep, and wake up like at 5 and be to the gate. Wake up at 5:30, be to the gate by 6. Walk through the gate. Curfew's not violated because it's 6 o'clock now and curfew's over. And then we can come in the gate and go get ready for PT formation and run, do our shit. So he wouldn't take, he act like he didn't understand what hotel, motel, Holiday Inn mean. So this nigga take us exactly where we didn't want to go, which was the front day. My homeboy look at me, man, I ain't paying this nigga nothing. And I'm sitting there like, yo, what's going on? So he take us to the front gate without no warning. My homeboy just opens the door and runs. I'm like, this nigga ain't told me shit. So I'm like, fuck. So I get out the door and I run. We running. This nigga done did a dash on the cabin crew. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga about to have me lose rank and we're going to be arrested abroad and it's going to be fucked up, right? So we running. This nigga dip right and he runs into this junkyard. A bunch of old cars and shit was around there and shit. And we running. And when this nigga running and out of nowhere, big ass dog on a chain pop up. My homie say, ah, and some shit like that. And I, oh shit. Then we run, we cut back, and we ain't like Korea doing fucking crimes. We cut through the shit. And then my homeboy like hide under a car. And then I fucking hide. And then we see the fucking Korean police run by. Then nigga like the Terminator looking for us. And then they get the fucking dogs. And we in the junkyard hiding under cars. And they walking through there with dogs looking for us, bruh. I'm under the car and I can see the dog's legs and the dude's feet. I think the exhaust and fumes from the car and all that shit kind of fucked up. Just the car smells and shit might have fucked up the scent. I mean, I'm talking about, I'm in this bitch terrified. I'm in another country. I'm in the army. I'm a goddamn sergeant. I'm breaking curfew. We done skipped on a fucking cab. I'm fucking drunk. And we got the Korean fucking police with dogs looking for our ass. And I'm literally under the car seeing the dog's fucking paws and legs and the nigga feet and legs. I'm like, oh Lord, my career finna go downhill. It's over. This, oh, it's it. It's up for old Sarge. So, for whatever fucking reasons, after agonize, it's like a horror movie. After the, I don't know how long they was walking around that junkyard looking for us or whatever, but it felt like an hour. Oh, and then it was like wintertime, so it was cold in a bitch. We just out there. So eventually they left, and we started going deeper back in the yard. And this other nigga just drunk, he on a mission. So he like just started climbing. He tried to jump this fence, and he cut his fucking hand on barbed wire, deep in the bitch. This nigga hand bleed. He like, oh my God, this nigga done cut his fucking hand. So we went around. Next thing you know, we're walking through fucking rice paddies. We're walking, you know, when they do rice, grow rice, it's like in water. We knee deep in cold ass water, walking through fucking rice paddies. I think it's no rice something. A rice field. We walking through that shit in the water, ankles and everything, wet in a bitch, in all the fucking mud and shit.
What's this all about?
Like I said, it's fucking it's fucking wintertime. It's wintertime. We in the fucking rice field in the cold water. Shoes cooked. Feet cold. Socks cooked. This nigga hand bleeding. It's wintertime. And we still outside the gate, not in a hotel. And now we on some fugitive shit running from the po-po. So we cut through the rice field. We cut around. And we get to the side of the gate. We see where some kind of little shelter was built next to the gate. And my homeboy get the idea, we got to get on post. We had to get on post at this point. So I had this new jacket, fly as fuck. The post had like barbed wire around. It was a high gate with barbed wire. We threw the jacket over the barbed wire, stood on top of the little thing, the little whatever it was, shed that was built by the gate for whatever reason, and jumped on the jacket and used that to crawl over the barbed wire fence or wall or whatever it was. When my homeboy went up there first, this nigga got caught on it in the middle of his pants. So he's sitting there big as fuck, like a 6 foot something dude. He on the gate, straddled the gate like this, just wide as fuck up. He drunk, he big as fuck. His crotch in the middle of the gate, his pants caught right here. He just up there. I'm like, oh my God. Not only is we violating curfew, we ran from the police, and now we gonna get caught sneaking on fucking post. I'm not finna get bust down 1 rank. I'm finna get bust down 2 ranks. He eventually got his pants loose, fell over the fence. I hopped up there. I got up there. We had a struggle to get the jacket down. Ripped up my jacket, trying to get it off the barbed wire. But we was on post, tired, fucking exhausted. This nigga hand cut. We go back to the barracks. We try to fix up this nigga hand, get like 2 hours of sleep. Up in the morning, still got to run fucking 4-5 miles at PT. It was all the fucking cab driver fault and my homeboy fault. It's a cab driver fault for playing dumb to get some extra money and not either taking us there the right route to get us there on time or just taking us to the hotel so we can lay low till the curfew was over. And then this nigga with his fucking running. I get why he ran because, like I said, we was already past curfew because the nigga didn't take us the route. So, and when he pulled up to take us to the post, he pulled up right in front of the police. Nigga, we passed curfew. Why would you pull up right in front of Korean police? At the gate, at the military gate. At night, the police be there, and this nigga pulled up right in front of them. So we was finna get caught up anyway. So my homeboy was on some bullshit, but he did. I'm glad he made that choice. It seemed fucked up at first, but he actually saved us. Because we had just got out that car and walked to the gate. We was cooked. What he did could have got us more cooked, but by the grace of God, we navigated that shit. Your boy's about to be in a Korean jail. Would have got out. Would have got an Article 15. Would have lost rank. Did 45 days of extra duty. Would have been a horrible experience. And I probably wouldn't be talking about Korea as funnily as I've been today. And that's the truth. With some motherfucking that's the truth with some cheese on it. But let's get back to what was we watching? Oh, a little more nightlife.
And cake shop.
You know, I don't need any more nightlife. We get the gist of it. It was lit over there. Oh, we're gonna watch. I'm gonna see this black dude. I want to see what this black dude.
Your boy Kid Greatness.
I want to see what this young black brother talking about the Korean light knife real quick before we shift over.
And today is Friday night in Seoul, South Korea. We're actually in an area called Etowan. This is where all the foreigners come party. It's supposed to be lit. Let's go check it out.
So again, Seoul, Itaewon, I'm telling you. As I'm watching these videos, y'all, my Japan trip ain't looking so sure no more. Might have to go back to Korea and experience that as a civilian. Because it's like, as a civilian, I don't even have curfew.
Twinned it. It is a lot of people outside, so many people. It's completely different than when I came here Wednesday, which makes sense because today is Friday and it's a Wednesday. It's the start of the weekend. There's so many people outside. And the thing I learned about Seoul is it is a nightlife city. Any night you go out, there's gonna be people outside. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I got here Monday.
I try to kill the narrative that every brother that like to travel, love to travel, is a passport, bro, trying to buy pussy. Korea ain't even that kind of country like that. And motherfuckers just be out there experiencing, shopping and eating and partying. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you single, you're gonna fuck a local. But if you know what I'm saying, I just hate the narrative that motherfuckers, when they go places, they don't leave the room unless they buying pussy, as if they ain't eating and shopping and traveling and jet skiing and going on fucking tours and hiking and exploring and all that. Like they literally sit in the room, only leave to club or fuck hoes. It's insane to me.
And went out, there were people outside. Tuesday, people outside. Wednesday. It's really a nightlife city. But let's see if the nightlife is really popping like they say it is. Yeah, just look at how many people are outside. Like, the street is packed. I just had a very fun experience. I was getting out of footage at a club, and a dude ran up and grabbed my T.G.I, and I'm like, bro, do not grab this camera. You will break it. Trying to grab the lens and shit.
So this is one of the clubs I went to called Agave. It's a Latin club. It costs about $7 to get in, and that comes with a free shot. You can pay $22 and you get unlimited shots for the whole night.
What the hell?
Did this boy say $22 for unlimited shots? Say it ain't so. That's a sweet deal right there. That's hot shit.
The second club I went to is Hive. This is also in Etoile. It doesn't have a cover, but the line is long. You're going to be in line for like 20, 30 minutes to get in here. And they play mostly just hip hop.
Soul's nightlife is insane. They got a bunch of different clubs. They got Latin music, hip hop. Whatever you want, you can find it here. So now we're in an area called Hyundai. We just left Etoile. It was so amazing. We had to come over here to Hyundai and show you what the vibes is over here. I noticed that there's a lot more.
So yeah, you understand, we get it. Okay, Korean got an outstanding nightlife, $20 to drink all night. Facts, man. Facts. Tore shots off. I tore the fuck up. But that's how it was. Listen, some of the drunkest I've been in my life was my time as a under 30 soldier in fucking Korea, man, for that year and a half. I had a fucking ball. At one time when I was over there, I re-enlisted and I got a $28,000 re-enlistment bonus. After taxes, it was like $23,000 or some shit, or $24,000 straight in my account. The night that money dropped, I had also got paid that same day. It was a Friday. I had a listen. One time in Korea, me and some niggas bought the club. We had the club for the night. Not a section. No. We had the club. Control of who get in, who don't, drinking free all night. We was the club owners for that fucking night. It was rock star shit. I ain't gonna cap. Rock star shit. I felt like I felt like Kanye West in his prime before everybody thought he was crazy.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you just gotta do it big. You gotta get them experiences, those memories, right? But anyway, this is how we navigated the curfew shit before we move on from the club stuff, right? So on weekend you had a 1 o'clock curfew. You just had to be off the streets of Korea as a military soldier by 1 o'clock. They had MPs and stuff walking around. If they catch your ass out there, you're gonna get in trouble for violating curfew. For violating curfew and get Article 15, get your ass tore the fuck up, right? So once navigating the nightlight system, that's when I found out the Koreans party until the sun come up, and sometimes after that. So we were going to the clubs that was more designed for close to the post in Itaewon that was more designed for soldiers. So the people used to come check those more. Skip over a little bit, 10 minutes away from Itaewon to that other place. He's probably like Hyundai or whatever. You go there, they had clubs, underground down basement clubs, where pretty much before curfew kick in, you're not on the streets no more. You go in the club. But the catch, once you in there, you had to stay there to curfew over. So if you got in that club before 1, you had to party to 6. Then you come out the club and go to your room, and you're not invading curfew anymore. So that's how we did that. We used to find the big clubs that's not close to the military base and continue our night and party in them shits. And that shit used to be a fucking movie. Also, sometimes I'm a black man, right? And like I told y'all earlier, it's a lot of Nigerians in Korea. And you know, a lot of foreigners, we all look alike. So since there was a lot of Nigerians in Korea selling bootleg clothes and selling shit and doing Nigerian hustles, me being a black man, the white soldiers, my white fellow soldiers didn't have that shit. I used to be able to walk the streets well past curfew, and long as I walked like I knew where I was going and wasn't looking nervous and was walking like I'm supposed to be out here, they never stopped me because they couldn't tell if I was a U.S. soldier or just a Nigerian there, because I was walking with the confidence and not like going through the shadows and sneaking around and looking. I just walking right down the street, like I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And that shit, I used to get away with it that way. May says they say a segment of Korean women chase soldiers for citizenship. Is that true? They are at the club. Oh man, you know, wherever we go as soldiers, motherfuckers want to come back to the big US of A now. That's a fact. That's a fact. But at the same time, there's also a group of them that generally just attracted to black men. Like, it ain't many countries on this planet that don't have a section of their population that's just all in on the black man. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the bulk of their population. Little keyword, a section of their population is won't want a nigga. And it's also a section of their population that will fuck with a black guy if he was present himself a certain way. But it's a section that's all they fucking want. You know what I'm saying? They into the hip hop. They into the all that shit. So that was the nightlife. So like I said, I was stuck in my room. I didn't want to go to Korea. I was mad and bitter. Some of my fellow soldiers got me out the room, and I embraced the shopping and the discounts and getting all those high fashion clothes and designer shit for a fraction of the price. And then that led to me partaking in the food and realizing, yo, this shit is delicioso. You know what I'm saying? And then, I got clean. I got the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? I got good food in me. That led me into partaking in the nightlife. And by that point, I was all in. But I was like, okay, I want to see more Korea. But only certain soldiers was authorized to drive, and cabs going from city to city was some shit that was off the chain, monetary wise. So I had to figure out the subway system. I had to figure out the subway system. And like I said, Korea Subway has a subway system that's one of the most detailed, state-of-the-art, sophisticated subway systems on the planet, and it gets you around the whole fucking peninsula. Now, a lot of the signs and maps wasn't in English, but they were color coded. And through just a couple times of trial and error, I see the name of the city and connected with the color, and that's how I knew how to get where I was going without speaking, being able to read the language. And once you figure out the subway system, it ain't nowhere you can go in that country except for Jeju Island, but we're gonna get to that later. Thing about Korea, they don't have the same personal. You know, America, a big country, it's open. You know, some cities are a little more packed than other, like New York and shit. But you from the South, we really big on space. You know what I'm saying? And we got that personal bubble shit going on. You know, we got that arm radius shit. You know, what's that shit? That if you know that bubble of space. That's our arm span. We only welcome certain people in that space. Don't step into my bubble type shit. Often in Korea, in other countries, they like in Korea, motherfucker, you'll be in line waiting for something, and motherfuckers will stand uncomfortably close to you. And you gotta realize not to be on your American shit because you don't want to be over there causing problems and shit. That's why we got a bad reputation in a lot of countries because we can't let our American shit go. Hey, man, back up, man. You know what I'm saying? But because the shit don't be. Let's say me and you on the subway, we standing at a subway pack, and we standing beside each other, we shoulder to shoulder. A Korean nigga would come squeeze like this between us to go by, nigga. And we already shoulder to shoulder. This nigga would work his way through like a mother. Listen. And not think shit of it. Not think shit of it. And it ain't that he just, and they'll do it to us as Americans, but they do it to their own people and regularly. So you know they're not just doing it because you're a foreigner. It's just what they do. A lot of these content creators, when they make these videos where they're recording, they don't do a lot of talking and explaining per se. I just watch this short. Yeah, let's do a short shit.
Have you ever taken the subway in Korea? I will take the Seoul subway today. You can enter the bus and subway with a credit card. The Korean subway is very clean. You can transfer without difficulty. They keep telling me when the subway is coming. You can go anywhere because the Seoul subway runs through the entire metropolitan area. There aren't many places to sit on the Seoul subway. This is because 20% of Korea lives in Seoul. You have to take a credit card when you leave the subway.
Yeah, they be having a little stand up, hold the fucking hold the little line, hold the, you know, holding a little cord, like shit, this shit. You find like you be packed in tight and everybody doing motherfuckers staggering all around. But yeah, that's why you gotta hold that thing, man. You don't want to bust your ass on the subway. Then the lady standing in the middle, your little narrow ass go flying. Ain't nobody gonna save you. But yeah, the subway was a unique experience. Oh, this guy might got the juice.
It's the subway. If there is one thing you need to master, it's the subway. I've been using this system for 21 years, and I know how overwhelming it can be at first. If there is one thing you need to master, it's the subway. I've been using this system for 21 years, and I know how overwhelming it can be at first. Even for those of us who have lived here for a long time. Trust me, I've been lost plenty of times when I was learning the route. But that's why I'm here. To guide you through the ins and outs, so you can experience the best of Seoul without getting lost. Stick around and you'll be a subway pro at the end of this video. To use the subway, you'll need a transportation card. Your usual card from home won't work, so most people recommend the T-Money card. It's popular, reliable, and easy to use. But from my experience, I think the WOW Pass card might be an even better option for visitors who want convenience. Here's why a WOW Pass can be a great choice. It's not just for transportation. WOW Pass doubles as a debit card, so you can load your money onto it and use it almost everywhere in Seoul, from subway to shops. This way, you don't have to carry lots of cash. I won't get into every WOW Pass detail here, since the video is focused on the subway, but I'll cover it more in a guide on essential items for traveling in Seoul, so stay tuned for that. To make the most of Seoul's subway, you need a reliable app. I personally prefer Naver Map. It's straightforward and provides a lot of useful features, which make navigating so much easier. Kakao Map is popular too, but for me, I think the Naver app is the easiest to start with. This Naver Map does more than just showing maps. It guides you to specific entrances and exits, give real-time updates on train schedules, and even show platform details. This is especially useful when you're trying to avoid walking.
All that shit would have came in handy when I was there. We ain't had none of that. You grab this little paper flyer when you get to the subway, and that shit went in English. And that's how we had to learn the color coding system. And like I said, once you learn the color, you're like, colors are universal. So you see the city, you see Jam Seal or some shit city like that, and you keep falling in the green fucking link lines until you get there. If Jam Seal is green, you keep doing the greens till you get the Jam Seal or some shit.
A lot or want the fastest route. I used to get nervous about missing my stop. One time I fell asleep and woke up 2 hours later, still on the same line. But with Naver app's alert feature, you'll never miss your station. It notifies you that you have to get off at the next station and which exit you should be heading.
That's why I'm glad I'm watching it, because if I do go back to Korea, which I'm really thinking about it now, fuck Japan, I'm sorry. I'm definitely going to download that app. Even though I have an understanding of the subway system, with the understanding I already have from my 1.5 years there, this app, it makes things that much more easier to get back in the flow.
You don't have to worry about language barrier because you can change it to English in the setting. I'll show you how it's done. Let's say you want to go to Myeongdong from Hongdae Station. Type your departure in the upper box and destination in the lower box. Now, it shows you multiple options. Best is what this app recommends. Short transfer is literally what it means, but sometimes I had to walk a lot following this course. and less walk, I think this could be your favorite option. You press go button and this app will follow you. As you scroll down, you'll see all the information I mentioned about neighbor app, such as the schedule of train, which side of the door would open. I mean, you can't get lost with this thing. Seoul's subway system has 23 lines, which might seem overwhelming. But as a tourist, you'll probably use a few key lines.
That's a fact, because I did not use 23 lines.
Start with RX, the Airport Railroad Express. This line connects Incheon Airport to Seoul Station. There are two options, the all-stop train and the express train. The all-stop train takes about 50 minutes from Terminal 2 to Hongdae and costs about 4 to 5,000 Korean won. The express
4 to 5,000 Korean won is like $2 or $3, by the way.
This train is a bit faster at 43 minutes to Seoul Station with reserved seating, costing 9,500 Korean won. If you're looking for a quick, comfortable ride after a long flight, the express train is a good option. But remember, the express train only stops at Seoul Station and Incheon Airport Terminal 1 and 2, so plan accordingly. For getting around Seoul, Line 2, the Green Line, is essential and stops at vibrant areas such as Hongdae and Gangnam. It's convenient, affordable, and connects you to a lot of tourist spots. It's one of the best ways to explore the city on a budget. Line 4, the Blue Line, is perfect for shopping. It takes you to major shopping districts like Dongdaemun and Myeongdong, where you'll find everything from local fashion to big malls. If you're looking for shopping, this line's your best friend. Then we have Line 3, the Orange Line. This line is great for visiting cultural sites and quieter spots.
Didn't do that. I did not via cultural sites and quieter spots. So as you see, like he said, Korea has a very widespread subway system that can get you wherever you want to go. So recap, I didn't want to go to Korea. I was mad. I got that bitter. Didn't want to do for a couple of months. Got introduced to the concept of that you can get all these fly-ass clothes at a discount, and that got me outside. Then I started seeing the food and smelling the food, and that had me thinking like, yo, maybe it's not that bad. So I started eating all the fine cuisine. Then I was like, okay, let's check out the nightlife, and bam, I was like, okay, I am fucking sold. Then I was like, okay, I'm kicking it local and close by, but now I wanted to expand. So I was like, yo, I need to figure out this subway shit. And then once I started figuring out the subway shit, I started going to real Korea, like not around the military post. I'm talking where when I go to a city, I'm the only fucking American in the fucking 100-mile radius or some shit. And at one time I went to an amusement park. I was the only black person. I was the only black person in the amusement park and the only American. I'm telling you, I ain't seen nobody. And when I was there, motherfucker was taking pictures with me, had me holding kids, holding babies. It's some Korean dude out there. He probably down there grown because this is back in 2007. And that somewhere in his house, in his photo album, there's a picture of some random black dude holding him. I got holding to, people, listen. It was wild. People want take pictures with their kids and shit. But so yeah, and once I learned the subway system, which I recommend you do. Don't do it by yourself. I did it by myself because I'm a soldier and I'm a man, and I got a little more confidence with doing that. But if you're a woman and you're over there by yourself, or go in groups, often stuff is all like funner in a group too. But yeah, I used to get on the subway and go deep into Korea where they're not really familiar with seeing people like me because it's not any military posts close to where they live. And that's how I end up finding this amusement park called Lotte World, Lotte. It looks like latte, and that's what pissed me off. Because when I caught the subway there, I got out and I'm asking people around, anybody would know where Lotte World, and they act like they couldn't understand what I was talking about. I was there for 30, 40 minutes trying to find Lotte World. Then I called back to the unit and talked to one of our Katusas, which is a Korean. So like, yo, I'm over here in Jam Seal or some shit. That is the name of the city, Jam Seal, and I'm looking for Latte World. He like, Latte World? Yeah, Latte World, the bigger music park. It's like y'all Disneyland, Latte World. He like, oh, you mean Lotte World? I'm like, ain't this some bullshit? So I walked to a same motherfucker that I asked him where Latte World was and said, hey, can you show me where Lotte World? He pointed, it was right there on the street around the corner. I'm like, it's like if a person said Disney or Disneyland. If a person said Disneyland in an area where Disneyland is, I'm not gonna act confused like I was mad as fuck. Now that one point I was mad at Koreans, cause Lotte Latte, nigga, you gonna act like I was, you know what I'm saying? I was so fucking pissed and frustrated, but I ventured out. I got on the subway. I wanted to see real Korea where it wasn't no American soldiers. So I found myself at this place. And I had the time of my fucking life. And I definitely did some ice skating while I was there. And boy, that shit burnt the fuck out of my shins.
Hey guys, John here.
And Molly.
Welcome back to the channel.
Annyeong and good morning from South Korea.
Today, we're going to Lotte World.
This is the largest indoor theme park in the world. To get to Lotte World, you get off at Jamsil Station on line 2 and head over to exit 4.
Don't say Latte World in Korea, they ain't gonna understand you. Niggas told me, I don't say, they said, I asked the motherfuckers, and they act like they didn't understand latte, L-O-T-T-E. In America, we'll see latter, we add the R-Y to it, it's lottery, right? So when we see L-O-T-T-E, we're gonna say latte. Yeah, I said latte, they act like I was speaking goddamn gibberish. They got, it went out, it was bad. The frustration and language barrier and fuckery, I did eventually end up there, and it was a blast.
I've pre-purchased my tickets on Click. We always look for activities on Click just because it saves us some time and money. I can put the link in the description below. So to redeem our tickets, we have to make our way to the south entrance.
Guys, we're in Lotte World Adventure, and this theme park is huge for an indoor theme park. I'm actually really impressed. We're actually here on a Wednesday and there's not a lot of people here. So if you want to visit Lotte World Adventure, I would recommend to visit on a weekday.
Our first ride is the French Revolution. It's an indoor roller coaster.
I think I went one time by myself, one time with the unit, and when my wife came down, I took her, and we rode all this shit.
Right behind us is the Magic Castle, the outdoor theme park.
It kind of reminds me of Disneyland Castle.
Now we're at a ride called the bungee drop. Everyone's just screaming.
Me and my wife did this shit. I ain't gonna lie. This shit right here was terrifying. I screamed like an Asian schoolgirl. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I'm already like uncomfortable with heights. I'm not even gonna cap. And this shit take you up. It's insane.
Now we're just waiting in line for the gyro spin. Oh man, that gyro swing looks intense. Let's go do it. Gyro swing.
Ain't no world where I do some shit like this, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
Here we go.
That's the one I did, not the first one I showed you. I did this one where you go real high and then you just drop down. It didn't spin. I don't think it spin. Yeah, I didn't do the gyro swing. Let's see.
I think that's one of our favorite rides so far.
Oh man, so fast and so high.
I love how all these rides you can see such a beautiful view of the lake and all around Lotte World. Next up, the gyro drop.
As y'all see, that shit is high than a motherfucker, yo. I'll scream it just like old buddy. But so yeah, it's Korea, man. Like I said, if y'all want to travel internationally and it's shit like this, you gotta check out. You know, you can't be you can't be afraid to explore when you go to these places. Of course, there was way more to my Korean experience, way more adventures and more detailed stories and nightlife and wilding out and partying and drinking and all that kind of stuff. But you know, some things you got to keep closer to your chest because it ain't everybody's business. But let's just say I had a fucking blast. I had movie level nights. Like I'm talking epic music video nights, rock star shit. I swear to God, I'm not remotely exaggerating either. For real. Not even a little bit, yo. Real talk. Oh man. But after doing this and talking about this, I'm not even fronting. I'm not even fronting. I don't know if I'm going to Japan now. Now, before we get out of here, though, there's one other place I want to show you. I went there once. It is not on the peninsula. You'll see. You can either go to Korea and at some point in your trip, go to this place, or you can just go straight there and start off there and still have a hell of a time. It's a little place called Jeju Island, and it's fucking dope and it's fucking beautiful. And like, it's one of the Korea's best kept secrets for people that, you know, it is. Like, people don't know. The Korea got a little island out. Yeah.
Lying in the Korea Strait, just to the south of mainland South Korea, Jeju is the largest island in the nation and is a very popular tourist destination amongst both Koreans and foreigners alike. Besides its incredible scenery and natural riches, the island's enduring popularity is in part down to the fact that South Koreans weren't permitted to travel abroad until the late 1980s. This meant that the island was developed as a holiday destination, and there are loads of hotels, restaurants, shops, and tourist attractions in Jeju to check out, as well as a number of fascinating museums and quirky theme parks. In this video, we explore the best tourist attractions in Jeju Island. We've collected a list of the top tourist attractions in Jeju Island, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Sonsanilchulbong. Also known as Sunrise Peak, the volcanic crater of Sonsanilchulbong is Jeju's most famous and iconic attraction. Wherever you go on the island, you'll see photos and tour operators advertising trips to go and see it. Formed some 5,000 years ago by a volcanic eruption, its distinctive bowl-like shape rises dramatically up above the sea and the waves that pound its steep cliffs. It takes around half an hour to hike the 180 meters to its summit. From its ridge, you can enjoy breathtaking views out over the ocean, Udo Island, and Jeju itself. As its nickname may indicate, a particularly great time of day to visit is at sunrise, when you can witness the sun slowly inch its way above the horizon, lighting up the waters before you. Number 2, Udo Island. Blessed with rugged natural beauty, Udo Island's splendid scenery has long attracted visitors to its shores. Over the years, it has even appeared in a couple of Korean films. Literally named Cow Island.
This is really dope show on Amazon. It's action shit. It's really good Korean show. It's based pretty much on Jeju Island. Oh, this is really fun. I really need to fucking finish it. I don't even remember the name of it, but it's on my Amazon. It's saved. Yeah, anyway.
Due to its apparent resemblance to a cow lying down, Udo does have a very rural look and feel to it, with agriculture being the main source of its inhabitants' income besides tourism. Surrounded by jagged cliffs that are punctuated by desolate yet breathtaking beaches, Udo Island is just a short ferry ride away from the village of Sansanri in the east of Jeju. As well as exploring all its natural sights, visitors can take a trip to see its charming little lighthouse or check out its museum on local marine and insect life. Number 3. Halasan National Park. Centered around Halasan, the highest peak in the country, the national park of the same name will delight nature lovers and outdoor aficionados in equal measure. Towering to a height of 1,950 meters, Halasan lies right at the heart of Jeju itself, and the dormant volcano's lofty peak can be seen from almost everywhere on the island. Snaking their way up the side of the mountain are many different trails and paths for you to hike along. Each of them offers astounding views of the surrounding countryside down below. Believed by locals to be inhabited by spirits and gods, Halasan actually boasts some very distinct fauna and flora due to it having been separated from the mainland for so many millennia. Number 4. Hamdiok Beach. Lying just half an hour to the east of Jeju City, Hamdiok Beach's soft...
You know, I talk about shit, I had to find it. This is the... because y'all know I just love film and shit. This is the show. It's called Island. A lot of the show take place on Jeju Island. It's on Prime. And if you like foreign shows and Korean and Japanese shows, this shit was really fucking good. We're gonna watch the trailer real quick.
오래전부터 세상의 악기들은 참나에 잡아다 막아놨단 말이야. 비밀인내가 진동사네.
예언서에 따르면 멸망을 막아줄 유일한 구원자가 나타난 거죠. 정염기가 그 여자를 노렸어.
당신 누구야?
I realized my little thing was messing up the words. My bad.
오래전부터 세상의 악기들은 참나에 잡아다 막아놨단 말이야. 비밀인내가 진동사네.
예언서에 따르면 멸망을 막아줄 유일한 구원자가 나타난 거죠. 정염기가 그 여자를 노렸어.
당신 누구야?
지킬 겁니다. 그게 제 선택입니다.
이런 길었는데 왜 나를 쫓아다니는 거야?
너 정말 아무것도 기억이 안 나?
오랜만이야.
오래간만이네, 나의 형제.
태어날 때부터 정해진 운명이 끊어지지 않는 전생의 업이야.
기억해낼게. 당신 기다리는 약속.
It was really fucking good. I got distracted by life and didn't finish it, but I'm finna start working on my distractions and fall back into of the things that I actually partake. Speaking of that, of distractions and having shit to do, it's been fun. It's been a blast. We're in random conversations, get more detail about particular Korean experiences. I just got to organize my stories in a way and think about which ones I'm willing to share and not willing to share. I'm not gonna have diarrhea of the mouth like a lot of people do on these platforms, but I hope I activated the travel bug inside of anybody that was watching live or anybody that watched on the replay game. Shout out to y'all, by the way. Traveling is awesome. It's a beautiful thing. You can do it by yourself or you can share it with your loved ones. Whatever you can do, can afford to do, or want to do. But there's more to the world than your city, your state, your country. And it's all kinds of interesting, attractive, funny, entertaining people out there that you can make experiences with, share things with, connect with, and learn things from out there in the world. Ways where you can navigate the language gap and things of that nature. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for any Japan stuff and do another show like titled like preparing for my Japan trip. I don't even know if I'm going to Japan now after doing this, after reminiscing about Korea. Like just seeing some of the imagery I saw today just remind me of great times and shit. But I gotta go because I have to take care of my family and do some family stuff. So don't, you know, where we at? Let me see. Yada 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 yada.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Please hit my Cash App at UncB Streaming or the Ko-fi link pinned to the top of the chat.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Type shit. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young